The various developments, physical, mental, social, emotional, moral, all take place in these specific stages. Now, I will talk about various aspects of development. A. Physical development. Physical development means the progressive development of the various parts of the body and their capacity to function. Physical development means an orderly series of change in size, proportions and functions of organism. It includes growth in height, weight, body proportions like head, nose, arms, legs and nervous system and internal organs. Physical development includes the following: height and weight, bodily proportions, bones and muscles, teeth, nervous system, development of sense organs, growth of internal organs. Now we come to the motor development. By motor development is meant the development of strength, speed and accuracy in the use of one's legs, hands, arms and other parts of the body muscles and coordination of muscular movements. It is due to the motor development of the baby that he sits, stands, creeps, crawls and walks. In a way, muscular development is termed as motor development. It is important to know that there is always a sequence in motor development. In the beginning, motor development, like handling the objects, are made by the entire body. But as children grow, there is differentiation in the process. Now the children do not move whole body to reach an object, but with specified body part. The third area of development is emotional development. Everybody experiences emotions daily in life. So it is important to know what is an emotion. Emotion and motivation are known as the dynamics of behavior. The term dynamics refers to the energies of forces that initiate activity. The term emotion is derived from a Latin word emover, which means to stir up, agitate, excite and move. Psychologists have different views about the concept of emotion. A group of psychologists are of the view that emotions lead to disintegration of one's actions. Under the influence of emotion, a person is disturbed, his thoughts are disrupted and actions disorganized. Thus they call emotion a disruptive state of the organism. The other group of psychologists are of the view that emotions energize the individual for action. Thus emotions lead an organism to an adaptive state. Modern psychologists call emotion as an activating or energizing state of the organism. The degree of activation is proportional to the level of emotion. A mild level of emotional arousal tends to produce alertness and interest in the task. According to E. Duffy, emotion is a part of motivation because both the terms emotion and motivation have been derived from the Latin word emover, which means to stir up, excite or move. According to Carl U. Smith, emotion is to motivation what attention is to perception. Emotion is the fuel that fires the human spirit. Example, a person can only catch a bus if he walks towards it, and he will only walk if he is motivated to catch the bus. Emotion is the internal force which motivates activity. For example, anger promotes action or attack, and anxiety stimulates fight. Joy, love, affection, anger, fear, worry, jealousy are the examples of emotions. When a person knows how, where and when to express one's emotions, then we say that he is emotionally mature. And when a person understands his emotions and the emotions of the others, then usually we say that he is emotionally intelligent. The next area to be known is mental or cognitive development. Cognitive development or mental development means intellectual development. It includes mental processes such as knowing, reasoning, memorizing, imagining, acquisition of language, and thinking. When a child starts learning new words and starts communication in language and understands mathematical principles, starts understanding relationships, then we say that he is on the path of the mental development. Jean Piaget has done outstanding work in the area of cognitive development. According to him, child is daily confronted with change. As he grows and as his world expands, he encounters new experiences and new challenges. According to him, a child learns by two paths. First one is substitution and integration. Piaget says that two paths of mental development are substitution and integration. Substitution is a process whereby the child replaces a less mature idea with a more mature one. Integration is a process whereby less mature idea is brought together to arrive at more complex and abstract concepts. Assimilation and accommodation. When a child grows, he learns to adapt to the world around. This adaptation becomes possible through two ways: assimilation and accommodation. When placed in a new or a familiar situation, the child tries to adapt by behaving in his established pattern. If the behavior is found successful, child does not change his behavior. This is called assimilation. If the established behavior pattern of the child is not adequate, he must change his behavior in the new situation. This is called accommodation. In other words, accommodation means changing an existing behavior that does not work in the given situation. Thus, cognitive development proceeds through substitution and integration, assimilation and accommodation. The other area of development is social and moral development. Social development means development of social behavior. It refers to how the infant becomes socialized, how he learns to interact with others, how he confronts to the social rules and regulations. Moral development means moral behavior and moral concepts. Moral word is the Latin word mores, which means manners, customs and folkways. These are the rules of the behavior which every member of the society or culture must follow. Moral development proceeds along with social development. An individual whose social development has been disturbed due to some reason develops immoral behavior. Immoral behavior is that which is not according to the social standards and expectations. Friends, this was all in the lesson. Now let us have a view of the summary of what we have learned. What is growth? The term growth refers to the increase caused by the biological process in which a living organism, a child, a plant, an insect becomes bigger in size, volume, and heavier in weight. What is development? It consists of progressive series of changes of an orderly, coherent type towards the goal of maturation. What is maturation? It means unfolding of traits potentially present in the individual resulting from his heredity. Difference between growth and development. Growth is structural, whereas development is functional. Growth is quantitative, whereas development is qualitative. Growth refers to a particular aspect of the body, whereas development is of the whole organism. Then principles of growth and development. Development is the result of heredity and environment. Development is continuous and gradual process. Development follows a pattern. Development takes at different rates for different parts of the body. There is interrelationship between various aspects of development. Development proceeds from general to specific. Development can be predicted. Development is cumulative. Development is orderly, systematic, and simultaneous. Development is unique and complex phenomena. Educational significance of the principles. The knowledge of principles of growth and development helps teachers and parents in helping their children and students to develop their potentialities and solve their day-to-day problems. Stages of development. First, prenatal conception to birth. Second, infancy from birth to 2 weeks of life. Third, babyhood 2 weeks to 2 years. Childhood 2 years to attainment of puberty. Adolescence 11 or 12 years of age. Various areas of development. Physical development, it means the progressive development of the various parts of the body and the capacity to function. Motor development, by motor development is meant the development of strength, speed, and accuracy in the use of one's legs, hands, arms, and other parts of the body. Emotional development, emotion means stir up, agitate, excite, and move. Psychologists believe that in the state of emotion, organism is in disequilibrium and is energized to work. Major emotions are anger, joy, pleasure, love, affection, and jealousy. Mental or cognitive development. It includes mental processes such as knowing, reasoning, memorizing, imagining, acquisition of language, and thinking. Jean Piaget says that individuals' mental development is through 2 paths: substitution and integration, assimilation and accommodation. Social and moral development. Social development means development of social behavior. It refers to how an individual becomes socialized, how he learns to interact with others, how he conforms to the social rules. Moral development includes moral behavior and moral concepts. It includes the development of manners, customs, and folkways among the members of the society. Friends, you can consult a few of the books relating to this topic. Advanced Educational Psychology by S.S. Chauhan, Dandapani, Advanced Educational Psychology, Anmol Publications, New Delhi, Dash, Educational Psychology, Deep and Deep Publications, New Delhi, and my own book, Meenakshi, Advanced Educational Psychology, Punjabi University, 2004. Now, try to answer these questions. What is growth? How is it different from development? Number 2, what is maturation? Try to enlist the principles of growth and development. State the educational implications of growth and development. What is cognitive development? And last, you may answer, give the concept of emotional development. Thank you.